Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
On second down, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. It's a gain of 12 there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Vikings first down. A gain of
These
12.
third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
19
Well, as you can see on this run, this is a back who is not going to shy away from contact. He actually welcomes it. His ability to run through contact, break tackles, and still have the speed and burst to pick up big yards.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Williams on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
Cornerbacks are drafted for their coverage ability. We see it year in and year out. Teams want to fortify their pass defense. But when they can come up and run support, it's just an added bonus for a defense. And this young rookie, he was one of the best picks available last year's draft, and we can see why.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on Malcolm.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Reichard's kick
His kick
is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Will
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Davis. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete, left side to Pickering. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
On the pickup.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
A 7-yard gain.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Jake Ferguson was the intended target.
It leads to 2nd
And it'll bring
10.
up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
A 55-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Ty Felton now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense going to take over now for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On play action, here's McCarthy. Off he goes. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first down, here's McCarthy.
McCarthy's pass complete to number 3, Jordan Addison. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. To throw is McCarthy. He's got his man, Jefferson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the hole, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And that will lead to a second down.
Brings up second
and that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start, and this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Of 17 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
In motion, Naylor. They'll run. This is Mason. He's waiting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll step up and run. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings first down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. His kick is good. And the Vikings take a 10-3 lead.
Cowboys 3.
Riker out now, following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Davis now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their second possession. Pistol now for Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-3 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. Here's a 3rd down and 4. As we are ready to get back underway. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys will tie things up. It's now 10-10.
Brandon Aubrey to
All
kick
level
off for the
at
Cowboys.
10 as this one's kicked off. Ty Felton now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Osa Odigizua getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
There's Jefferson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
In motion, it's Jefferson. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The big fella, Quentin Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Kavontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's down. Left side, caught by Lamb. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. On the ground, this is Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the 1st half, it hasn't worked. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Donovan Wilson will bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. On the zone read, it's McCarthy. Oh, the ball's out. The Cowboys have it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
31-yard line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On the give, it's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
It is 3rd and long. Prescott now. Over the middle. Here's tight end Ferguson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Gain of 26 yards.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Jake Ferguson, touchdown Cowboys. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. Oh. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle made by Dante Fowler. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
a
10.
rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, it's down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 26
A big
yards.
one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
Cowboys, 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Late Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 7. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is 1st and goal.
I know I know, I'm biased, but listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates.
He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys move out to a 24-10 lead.
Vikings 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast, and these defensive players have gotten so good at giving false indicators. Sometimes it's hard for the quarterback to know, should I give it or should I pull?
A throw on the move is caught. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play for Minnesota. 36 yards.
First down. A gain of 36 yards. First down, Minnesota.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. It takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. To the goal line and in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings back within 7. It's 24-17.
Vikings 17.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Prescott on first down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Open man down the field, it's Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this drive gets him a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The outside, catch made by Pickens. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
3rd and 5. Prescott again. He'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more,
Vikings,
extending the
17.
lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing again is McCarthy. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He's got this on target to Addison. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This one from just under 50 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are able to get it back within a score.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Pistol now for Prescott. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's down. That's caught by Lamb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. In motion, it's Jefferson. Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He's got room past the 25. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a line.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. Going up top. He's got it! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. Pickup of 46 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
11 more yards.
Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Minnesota.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
A run. And here's Mason. And he will get into the end zone. Gordon Mason. Touchdown, Vikings.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Riker now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Davis now to return it. They finally get him down, and he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The throw on the run is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go with Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. His pass right side is caught by Schoonmaker. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Here we go. Here's Davis. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4 down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down. But even if he didn't, I think that third down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on fourth.
Left side, caught by Lamb. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up
similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On second down, it's Dak. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he will score! George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. Cowboys will go up by 7.
Cowboys 34, Vikings 27.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The middle, here's Jones. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, here's McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down. Coming up.
Brings up third down.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he is going to have a Vikings first down. Although it didn't appear he got by much, he needed 4, and that's what he got to convert 3rd and 4.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff, running right. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Minnesota.
On the handoff, Jones. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And pickup of 14 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
To throw is McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, you're going to try to keep it going. Prescott on 1st down. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run it with Davis. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Line. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Prescott. Open man, right side. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Cowboys.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. He'll go again with Davis. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
You know, there's all this
first
talk,
down.
Mike, about the value of the run
First
game in
and
today's
10 at the
NFL.
24-yard
You know when the run
line.
game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Dak can throw it here on first down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up
17 more
first
yards.
and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Big-time completion
First and
right
goal at the
there. And
7-yard
this isn't
line.
just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he's into the end zone. That might be a knockout punch. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On for the PAT is
point.
Aubrey. He's got it. And the Cowboys will open it up even further
Makes
here
the
in this
score
fourth
Cowboys
quarter.
41, Vikings 27.
So now,
Brandon
after the
Aubrey to
touchdown,
kick off
out
for the
is
Cowboys.
Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
Out comes the
At their
Minnesota
own
offensive unit
35-yard line.
as they get set to take over. From the 35, it's first and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. A run, it's Jones. And not much there.
Aaron Jones,
He's back
the
to the
ball
original
carrier.
line. No gain on that one.
Ron Bland on the
So they go with the
stop.
first down run, hoping to
loss of
just
a
get
yard.
them some positive
Brings up
yards and
second
get
and
themselves
11
into a good second
at the
down
34-yard
situation. But
line.
now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection. It stresses your play caller.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Osa Odigizua. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up third and long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line. And if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Of 16 yards.
They get 16 on that connection. First down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at
An
the
interesting
35-yard
decision
line.
there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Dak to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
Just seems
5.
like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb.
Results.
And now it's 4th down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. That defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Price now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Jordan Addison. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? Selling the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To the air once more is McCarthy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. Now it's 4th down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll go again here with Williams. He is met and dropped. Couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
3rd and 9. They'll run it with Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Dallas first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
On the ground once more, it's Davis. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
Dak facing 3rd and long. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's 4th down.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from an even 50 yards out.
Attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Price now to return it. Now a hit, and he lost the football.
Recovered by the Cowboys.
Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Here's a handoff to Williams. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's 4th down.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from 40 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.